Many people know what solar panels are, but not many know how they work. There are three important atoms to solar panels: silicon, boron, and phosphorus. The way that these atoms bind to others control the function of the solar panel. The gray dots are electrons. They bind to the red gaps in the molecules. Normal silicon looks like this. Since silicon atoms have 4 electrons and 4 gaps, all electrons are able to bind to a gap. N-type silicon contains some atom of phosphorus in the lattice. This leads to a slight excess of electrons. There are more electrons than gaps, so some are unbound and easy to knock off. P-type silicon has some atoms of boron in it. The boron has 3 electrons in the outer shell. This leads to an electron shortage. This shortage makes it so that P-type silicon will absorb electrons like a sponge. This is what a solar panel looks like. N-type silicon is sandwiched on top of P-type silicon, and both layers are connected to a circuit. Here's the energy extraction process. Step 1. A photon from sunlight or other light hits the N-type silicon and knocks an electron out of place. Step 2. Without an electron, the atom becomes positive. Step 3. The electron is drawn into a conductive wire. Step 4. The electron is sent around the circuit as electricity. Step 5. The electron is sent into the P-type silicon where it fills an unfilled gap. Step 6. This makes the atom negative. Step 7. The electrons flow through the panel into the N-type silicon because the negative bottom repels them and the positive top attracts them. Step 8. The process repeats. Turbines are things that spin. You may immediately think windmills, but many more sources of energy use turbines. Water wheels, tidal power, solar towers, and even coal plants all use turbines. Water wheels and tidal power use the flowing of water to move the turbine, while solar towers and coal plants use heat to turn water into steam that will turn the turbine. How does spinning even make electricity? Turbines work because of electromagnetism. Electromagnetism is one of the fundamental forces like gravity. It ties together electricity and magnetism. Because of this, we have been able to create the familiar electromagnet. You might know that an electromagnet uses the flowing of electricity through a coiled wire to generate a magnetic field. Turbines work the other way around. By spinning magnets that have wires around them, electricity is generated. The spinning magnetic field pushes electrons around, creating electricity. This leads to how windmills and other turbines work. The windmill blades are connected to the magnets, so when the turbine is spun around by the wind, the magnet is spun around as well. Because of electromagnetism, this generates energy.